back to our channel. Welcome to all the new people who are just tuning in to us for the first time. For everybody who's coming back,
thank you.
Thank you so much. For all of our new people who are just joining us, please make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, okay? Because we have a lot of great content coming here from the island of Puerto Rico. So this video is part 2, a follow-up per se, to a video that I was very happy about, to really be able to show you guys that our car has arrived. Woo! So thank you to everyone who watched that video, and where we really went in depth on what exactly it took for us to ship our cars from the mainland in Maryland down here to Puerto Rico. This video is the follow-up to that. Okay, once the car's here, then what?
What do you guys do?
Exactly. We got to register the cars, get new tags, new titles, get insurance. And down here they have something what's called el malvete, which is the registration in layman's terms. How do we do that? How do we get everything taken care of? It took about a month to do everything, but we got it done.
You know, it's during pandemic. It's not. Time is not.
It's time is money. So our cars were registered in Maryland.
Yes.
We could not release our insurance that we had in Maryland until we were able to return our tags.
Correct.
The problem with that is we're paying for insurance that does not cover us here.
Mm-hmm. If you have Progressive.
There isn't a U.S. based insurance company. That we know. I looked at all the major ones and even some local ones. If anyone knows a U.S. based auto insurance that will cover a vehicle registered in the island, let me know. I would love to know that.
Yes.
We were looking and we couldn't find any. And unfortunately, the insurance company here, they don't register. You can't insure with them until your car gets registered here. So it's in limbo. But in any case, so the cars were registered in Maryland. When they arrived here, obviously they had Maryland tags. Puerto Rico has a department called ChasingCoqui, where you can go and they handle, it's kind of like the DMV or the MVA for Puerto Rico, where you can go and handle your paperwork, everything from driver's licenses to registering cars. Unfortunately, for here, just like everything else, the system is not always available.
In your favor.
In our favor, yes, there we go, in our favor. So one thing I did learn about it is that it was multiple offices, multiple steps to get it done. I didn't really know the system in full. I didn't know really where to go. So what we decided to do was, through our shipper, Unlimited Services, who we will put their information in the description below, they also offer the service to have our cars registered, new registration, new tags, everything, which was a lifesaver. It took a little longer than expected, but it was a lifesaver. It really lifted that weight off of us trying to have for us having to figure out exactly how to do that. I'm sure we'll learn one day. We'll buy other cars in the future at some point in time, and we'll learn then. But with everything, with the moving and everything going on, it was a lot going on for us. And it just wasn't the time to try to learn a new system.
Right.
So Unlimited Services, thank you. They did a tremendous job, and they got our tags and title taken care of. Price, how much it costs, because I know that's probably the first thing that comes to you guys' mind. So we paid $160 per car. So it's, $320. That's how much we paid to get our tags and title. That's for those things specifically. Once the car is registered, it then goes on to the next step of insurance. And you really have two options of what you want to do. You can either do, I would say, a government-funded insurance and private insurance. It's really up to you.
Yeah.
It's really up to you on what you decide you want to do. The private insurance here is just like anywhere. You can get liability, full coverage, as little as much as you want,
Right.
whatever you prefer. The government project is government funded insurance is liability only up to, I think it covers up to $4,000.
Which I think is standard for government insurance. I know some states have state insurance.
Exactly. Maryland was one of those.
Similar, right?
Exactly. So they cover the $4,000. So if I had a beater, if I had a cheap car, then I would probably do that, and it's $100 a year for that.
Yeah.
So it's relatively inexpensive.
Pennies.
Pennies compared to what it could be in other states.
Mm-hmm.
But with our cars being relatively new, or almost brand new, we opted to have regular private insurance for us. So that was the first thing. We did go and we did some research. We got a couple quotes from a couple different companies, and we were able to get us insurance for both of our cars. Ooh, step 2, check. Next is the Marbete. Marbete is the registration for the car. When you come to the island, if you look at all the cars, they have this little sticker or if you're looking at the car, it'll be the bottom left-hand corner of the windshield. If you're in the car, bottom right-hand corner. That sticker is your registration. That needs to be renewed on a yearly basis. When you purchase that sticker, you can get that almost anywhere. Banks.
Gas station.
We got it from a gas station. At that point is where you need to tell them your insurance choice, whether you did private, and if you did private, the insurance company will send you a letter, what they call a voucher, so that you don't pay the $99 when you for the government-funded insurance, or you pay the government-funded insurance, whichever you decide to do. And also, you will have to do a car inspection. Now, the car inspection is only for cars that are older than 2 years. So our cars are newer than 2 years old, so we did not have to do inspections. But next year, or maybe the year after, we'll have to start doing car inspections every year. Really just want to make sure that the cars are as safe as possible, that where they're meeting the state requirements.
Mm-hmm.
That Marbete was approximately $80 and $85 and some change per car. I think it came out to like $177, something like that for each car. And they give you the stickers right away. You can go pretty much at any point in time and get that done. And that's something that is renewed on a yearly basis. Once you have that, you can, I guess technically legally, can drive your car here on the island. You have completed all of the requirements that Puerto Rico has in place. So
For the car.
For the car.
For the car.
For the car. The car, you can drive the car now. Our next step is the driver's licenses, which we will make a follow-up video on. Yeah. We're still figuring out that process, but obviously we still have our valid Maryland driver's licenses that we can use here. So we have no problem.
Technically, you're supposed to change it within 30 days, but nothing has been a pandemic hit, so.
We haven't completed that yet. So once we do, I'm sure we'll make a follow-up video and let you guys know exactly the process of doing that. So once you have the car, here's 3 steps: registration, tags and title, insurance, registration / Marbete. Once you completed those 3 things, you check those boxes, then the car is completely legal to drive here on the island. And it's pretty much it. It's really straightforward.
It is. One thing I would mention, if you are not a Spanish speaker or you aren't as strong as you would like in Spanish, you might have some issues, but I'm sure you can hire a translator or maybe keep that in mind, pretty much.
It really depends on the area that you're in. So I think if you're in a more of a tourist area, so to speak, you may find areas that may have someone there who speaks English. We're not in a tourist area by any means. We don't live in one, and I can tell you the person who did mine spoke English. We didn't need it, but I know the person ahead of me needed it. So she spoke English, if she was able to get by. just like anything, you want to make sure that you're understanding exactly what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So just be mindful of that. And not that goes with anything you guys be doing, not just the cars, of anything you decide you want to do here on the island.
Not even here, just any country that you go to in general.
I want to make sure that you can at least have a way of communication.
Yes.
To communicate with them. So anyway, cars are here. Cars are now registered, insured,
We're legal.
and we have tags. Finally. So the follow-up to the follow-up will be the driver's licenses. Once we figure out that process and once we go through and we actually get it done, we'll come back and let you all know exactly what we went through, how we did it, how much it cost, if there was a cost to do it. And
you're almost doing this in real time with us. So
exactly. You know, as we do it, you guys hear about it.
You might get a better idea of how long these processes actually take.
Exactly. So if you guys have any other questions for us in regards to shipping, registering your cars, or anything for that matter, 2 things. Comment below. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel because obviously we have a lot more information coming. And in those further videos, we'll answer those questions you guys have. And make sure you guys give a thumbs up to the video. Greatly appreciate it. It really does help us out. Until next time, see you guys later.
Yeah.
Deuces.